Do you know that Venezuela, once one of the richest oil countries on Earth, now faces one of the deepest economic crises in modern history? Venezuela holds the largest proven oil reserves in the world, about 303 billion barrels, yet it produces far less oil today than it did decades ago. Despite this enormous wealth, the country's oil industry collapsed over time due to mismanagement, lack of investment, raids on expertise, decaying infrastructure, and international sanctions. At its peak, Venezuela produced over 3 million barrels of oil per day. Today, because of neglect and sanctions, its output is a small fraction of that. The economy became dangerously dependent on oil exports. When oil prices fell sharply in the mid-2010s, Venezuela's GDP, public services, and government revenue all plunged with it. As the government printed more money to cover costs, inflation soared to extreme levels, at one point reaching hundreds of thousands of %, making the local currency nearly worthless. Shockingly, Venezuelans often faced fuel shortages at home, even though the country is so rich in oil, because the infrastructure couldn't process and distribute gasoline properly. Political turmoil and international pressure have only made things worse, and millions of Venezuelans have left the country in search of opportunity and stability. Some say Venezuela's story shows what can happen when massive natural wealth isn't managed sustainably, when politics override expertise, and when global pressures converge on one fragile economy.